Looks like I'm on. Alright. Waste Nights. We'll see if this is going to be the last time. One more scenario to go. Come on, refresh. There we go. Alright, one more adventure that I haven't completed yet other than the competitive ones. Rise of the Red Lord. I'm going to take one more shot at that. Let's see, I already picked a couple characters and got their vehicles. Let's see. Oh. Going with... Gonna try out Johnny... What's his name? Johnny Taylor. Haven't used him yet. He's good with guns. Horrible at aid and tech. Horrible at repairing. But he does get to ignore one danger icon whenever he moves. I think that might come in handy. So we'll make him orange, and then I'm going to use Logan Harris. He gets an extra movement point whenever, well, he gets one extra speed, so he can get around easier. So I'm going to try out those two characters. I was thinking of doing Wargle, well, because I'm going to try to get the Alliance to work. If I can't do that, I'll get this guy out there just for his damage dealing capability. So, I don't know. Hopefully, one more try and I can do it. Oh, and let's see who's player one. This is for Johnny. And he got 5 successes. He'll probably be player one. Logan got 4. So, alright. Player one is going to be Johnny. Okay. They start at the first bridge. And let's give this scenario a read again. Rise of the Red Lord. So this is the one advanced one. I've failed it twice so far. We have the Red Lord over here. He makes his way toward first bridge. You either need to form an alliance against him before he gets there, or duel with him and defeat him before he gets there, or you can wait until he gets there and then you get one shot at trying to kill him. And I was not able to kill him either time. Alright, so good old Ole is always happy to see you, because you visit him after every big job to rest and spend everything you've just earned. Ole's is the only joint in the waste where you can drink with a view of the first bridge stronghold, the closest and at the same time the farthest place from any other part of Australia. Just doing some shuffling. Today some stranger appears to join you for a quick one. He sits at your table, no questions asked, as if he hasn't noticed you don't want him here. He closes his eyes and starts to breathe heavily. He's wearing some torn rags, typical for farmers in the Badlands. So dirty one might think he's been sleeping in mud for a week. Fresh wounds on his face and shoulder prove he's seen some action recently. It's so peaceful here, he says, opening his eyes and looking around the place like a person who'd just woken up from a feverish dream. You look at him with careless curiosity, intensely enough to suggest that his sudden appearance is not to your liking, but without excessive hostility. You know nothing? The man is sincerely astonished. You shake your heads. The whole other side is in flames. He gestures to the west beyond the first bridge. What are you talking about? You ask, irritated. A bushfire? Worse. They call him the Red Lord. He's gathered everyone. Gangs, cults, mutants, even those smartasses from the old world order. He's pillaging and destroying everything. Just another one of many, says one of you with a wry smile. This one is unlike anyone else, answers the man after a moment of consideration. You better mark my words. I'm heading east, as far as I can go. And you? Well, do whatever you want. Anyway, when the Red Lord conquers the first bridge, nothing will stop him. The stranger stands up and leaves, and you look at each other with an unpleasant feeling that you won't finish even your first round today. See number 1, and then it's going to tell me to open the book up to the next page. Oh, let me mark down what's going on here. Alright, today is January 27th. And who am I using this time for the Outback Chronicles? Johnny Taylor and Logan Harris. Okay, Johnny Taylor, Logan Harris. Where's the Book of Tales? Here it is. Rise of the Red Lord, number 1. That's right, this one's pretty long. A storm is brewing in the west, one that will sweep both the old and the new order in the waste. People say that a self-appointed general, the Red Lord, has gathered an army and started a march to the east. The only obstacle on the way is the first bridge, a narrow passage that will give him access to the more densely populated eastern half of the continent. What's worse, against any semblance of common sense, day after day he's mustering more and more followers under his blood-red banner, marked with a strong message: "Make Australia great again." Place the Red Lord where he is, over there on the coast. The Red Lord figure moves, as he does on the plot sheet. The Red Lord's army and its supply trains drag on for many kilometers. The human mass needs resources: water, food, fuel, ammo. If things are going well, it's like a flash flood, overpowering everything in its path. But there are ways to stop it, if only for a while, and buy the defenders some time. In this adventure, encounter cards from the Wasteland decks are not used. I already built the Sabotage deck. That's over there, up in the top left corner. That's all done. About the time when the Red Lord appeared, his powerful allies popped out in different places. There are rumors that they aren't ordinary humans, just as the Red Lord is not just some run-of-the-mill Badlands warlord. We know he's a robot from when he kills you. People keep talking about the end of days, the Antichrist, or the Grim Reaper, while calling the general's henchmen the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Take the following cards. I got that. The horseman cards, they're right there. And then take 4 horseman markers. Place them down on 5, 19, 31, and gangrene. That's already done. Horseman markers with an artifact. The horsemen managed to lay their hands on real treasures from the old days, ancient items that are now the source of their power. Maybe claiming them will give you an advantage when fighting the Red Lord. Have those ready to go. All right, from the time of the Scourge, Australia hasn't faced a threat of this magnitude. Yet, there are forces on the continent that will never accept the domination of the Red Lord. Your job is to push those forces into action, and in the best case, form the Grand Alliance, a covenant of factions strong enough to protect the continent from destruction. Plot tokens, where they are. Good to go. Places where I can form the alliance. Okay. All set up, and then we go to Rise of the Red Lord. So, there are no round limits. It's just the Red Lord moves 2 spaces toward first bridge at the end of each round. Only one space if you can sabotage him, but I don't think that's really a good option with only 2 knights. So the goal is defeat the Red Lord in a duel. And he has 8 hit points. And not only do you have to knock him out in 1 attack, he has to not knock you out, and he rolls 3 red dice. So defeat the Red Lord in a duel, or form the Grand Alliance that will destroy his army. So for the Grand Alliance, I need to get 3 3 of these plot tokens. You know, even if I were playing with 3 characters, it would still be only 3. You only have to get all 4 if you're playing with 4 players. So yeah, I think this would be a little easier playing with 3 or 4 people. I could just add another knight. I can play with 3. Maybe if I fail, I'll just add in a 3rd one and go for the Grand Alliance. And they each only have to accomplish 1. That is definitely doable, because I know this one's easy. It just takes time. Well, at least I think that one's easy. All you have to do for this one is you just get up here, and then you move over here, get the meds, and then you move back here. Simple. This one down here in New Sydney was not too difficult. You just have to make it from New Sydney over to 20 without getting knocked unconscious. This one should be easy, but Dr. Fang failed at it twice. Well, this one, though, has you actually rolling stuff. Although, Johnny Taylor has Exploration 3. He had another option he can do if he does this one. Or you can just give them enough meds and ammo. You know what? Doing it that way might actually be pretty easy. This one you need to have an artifact. So you have to confront and, well, get an artifact from one of the horsemen. So I think that's the one that just comes down the most to, well, you have to accomplish something. I think the other 3 are really not too hard. Yeah, with 3 characters, you could easily do all 3 of those. Anyway, I have to form the alliance by getting 3 of these plot tokens on the sheet. I go to one of those places, I can do a plot action. I go to one of the places with a horseman, I can do a plot action. Or you can sabotage the Red Lord if you're adjacent to him. And then he only moves 1 space instead of 2. But you have to sabotage him 4 times just to gain 2 extra rounds of play. Again, with only 2 characters, not worth it. If I were playing with 4, then I could just have 1 person trying to sabotage the Red Lord the whole time, get extra time, and have the other 3 pick up all 4 of these. Anyway, all right, let's see. Yeah, you can't move onto the space with the Red Lord or through his space. Blah 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 blah. Once you've had 1 faction join the alliance, or you do something to a horseman to put a horseman token on there, then you need 2 tokens if you're playing with 3 or more knights, but yeah, whatever. Then you are the Red Lord's enemies, and you can actually duel him and defeat him that way if you have 3 experience. All right. Oh. Ooh, I forgot about that part. If you duel him before he gets over here, even if you lose the duel, that delays the Red Lord, and then he'd only move 1 space. Interesting. And you gain 1 experience. Huh. You just fight him over and over, although you're going to get knocked unconscious doing that. All right. Put that aside for now, and let's get the box out of the way. Waste knives. All right, so everything's ready to go, other than, they don't have the resources. Each character gets 2 ammo, 2 meds, 2 fuel. And my plan is Johnny Taylor is going to run around on this side, try to finally succeed at this one, and then maybe do this one. Although he'll have to hit a horseman too. Logan Harris, with his extra movement, he has 1 extra speed, and he's going to run around with a bike, so really he has 6 movement. He is going to go after New Sydney and Queens Valley. Alright, so he needs 2 fuel. Yeah, I want that. The ATV also has movement 5. This one you get 3 extra for each fuel you spend instead of 2. Oh, need one more thing. They need their starting gear. Okay, Johnny's good with guns, so he gets the shotgun. Logan Harris gets the barbed wire club. Let's move that up there. And a pistol. Okay, and then sawn-off shotgun and a knife for Johnny Taylor, and then one of them gets a vest, one of them gets trash armor. Johnny Taylor has horrible repair. Well, hopefully he doesn't have to repair anything. For a while, at least. Let's see. I'm going to give him the vest. Well, Logan Harris only has repair 2. They're both pretty bad at repairing stuff. Alright. Logan can have the trash armor. Okay. Let's see. So Johnny Taylor's first. He is the orange one. So his plan is take care of this, get an artifact from a horseman, hopefully he can get one here, and then get them to join the alliance. Logan Harris's plan is go down to New Sydney. I know that's just going to send me over here. You just have to get there and not take any damage, and it only costs 2, 4, 6 to get there. Well, 6 going through radiation. He has 6 movement, so if he spends 1 fuel, yeah, he can skip that. But he just has to move there in 1 turn and not get knocked unconscious, and he should have all his engineers. Oh, and I think I had to do a tech roll, which he gets a white and a green, but it's an automatic success if I still have all the engineers. And, well, Johnny Taylor has to go down here and do a tech roll. He only has 1 white die, so I have a very little chance of success, except there was the other option if you have exploration 3, so I'm hoping I get to utilize that. Alright, so let's see. Johnny Taylor. His first action, where are my coins? And experience markers. Alright, Johnny Taylor, his first action is going to be to move to here. And he can ignore 1 danger icon, so he's going to ignore this radiation. It's only 3 if I go through here and take the contaminated wound, or I could go around this way. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get to there. So that I can ignore. I'll get 2 threat tokens. Or it's actually, wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's only 6 to go this way too. Just 1 threat token. He has 4 movement, so he's going to have to spend 1 fuel. That'll give him 7 movement, and that way he can take that route and get there in 1 turn and ignore the radiation, so all he picks up is 1 threat token. You know, another thing I could do right off the bat is, before he even moves, they could camp, or he could camp, trade resources, and get some ammo from Logan Harris, and then he could just give them his resources right off the bat and not even have to go down here. However, if I do that, well, then he's out of resources. I could also just explore. Maybe I'll do that. I mean, Logan didn't need his ammo. He's running around with a barbed wire club. I mean, he has the pistol, but the club's what he wants to use for now. You know what? I can skip this whole thing, because even though I do go down there with the exploration, I still may need to do a tech roll. So, yeah, you know what? We're doing that. Now, his first action before we do this part is he is going to camp so that he can have Logan's ammo. Then he's moving over here, and he drew ambush if it's an enemy. Let's see, I need a Desert Wasteland card. Digger Mark II, that's an easy one. I get a piece of gear. It has threat 1, and it's relentless, so even if I shoot it with the shotgun, it's still going to attack back. And it has ambush anyway, so it's going to fight me first, or it's going to attack first. Alright, it has an automatic fate roll, that's 1 damage. If this enemy is defeated, your vehicle suffers 1 damage, that's fine. Let's see, I only need 2 successes, so instead of using any ammo for the shotgun, I could just use the knife and roll 4 white dice. Let's see, enemy rolls a white and a red, and I get ambushed, so it goes first. Oh, 4, that's pretty bad. Plus that is 5. That's the only way that could have been worse. Oh well. 5, well, I'll block 3 with the vest, or block 2 with the vest and take 3 wounds. Okay, my return attack. Just need 2 successes. Alright, there we go. Killed it with a knife. Alright, Digger is dead. My vehicle suffers 1 damage. Oh, but it's the muscle car. Whenever it suffers damage, it suffers an additional damage. So it actually takes 2. But I do get a piece of gear. Maybe I can find something good. Let's see. I got a gun that I can't repair. Actually, if I'm going to turn in resources here, I could make my way up to Gangrene, do that horseman, and do some stuff in the city, and then go over here. Repair this gun, perhaps. What does it do if it's repaired? It has full auto, so you can spend extra ammo to re-roll dice. And if you use full auto, you get 1 additional damage. Okay. While it's broken, it rolls a blue and a white, and it still has full auto. Alright, well, for now it's going in the muscle car. I want to repair that before I use it. Alright, so he's all done. Okay, so yeah, he is going to next turn do some exploring and do plot action and just give them all his resources and get them to join that way. That'll also save time. I don't have to move down here and do that. Yeah, I'll go to Gangrene. From there it's 2, 3, 5, 7 to get to there. Well, that's just 1 fuel. Oops. Although if I go to here, if I'm not able to get an artifact there, then I can't get them to join. I'll have to come back and try to do this one. So there is that. Yeah, I should probably go to this. And then if I don't get an artifact there, then I can go to this one. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Alright, so Logan Harris. So he has the bike. It has 5 speed, plus he gets an extra 1 speed, so it really has 6. And I know from before it's 11 to get to here, which bike gets 3 extra movement for each fuel you spend. So if I spend both of those, he has 12. So you can get out here on all 1 turn. Let's see. Is 12 enough for me to avoid some nasty stuff like this radiation? Let's see, I could go this route and go, say, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, it's 11 going that way. That takes me through 1 threat, 2 threat, 3 threats, 4 threats. Ooh. 4 threat tokens if I want to do that. Oh, wait, what if it goes down this way? I could avoid this radiation by going 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, doesn't look like I'm going to get there in time. No, If I went through the radiation, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. You can get there with 1 fuel if I go through the radiation, and then it's 1, 2, it's still 4 threat tokens. Alright, so it's, do I want the fuel or do I want the radiation? Or do I want to keep 1 fuel and have radiation, or do I want to spend the fuel and not get irradiated? Yeah, alright, let's go the long way. So I'm going to go there, spend both fuel, and I get 4 threat tokens. How many is that? That's 3, 4, alright. Ah, well, if it's not an enemy, I'm picking up radiation anyway. Desert. It is an enemy, so we go to the red side. The enemy has armor piercing, is already dealing 3 wounds. Oh, ugh. Armor piercing, so I can't block anything with armor. And then gets to reroll blanks once and gets 2 greens and a blue. That could be some big damage. On a fate roll, the enemy deals 1 damage. And I cannot roll any dice in this combat unless I discard 1 fuel. Well, I don't have any fuel. I just used it, so I can't even fight back. Alright, well. Hell Raiders. And they only have 3 hit points, so would have had a pretty good chance of killing them. 4. Fairly bad. +3, so 7 damage. You know what? I think I'll break the trash armor. So I take 6 wounds, because I can just heal that with my 2 meds. Although I'm in New Sydney, I could go to the Quack. You know what? No, I'm not breaking the trash armor. The Quack will heal 3 wounds. But I want to have no wounds when I move over here. You know, yeah, no, we'll do that. Break the trash armor. Not going to use the Quack. Oh, wait. It's armor piercing. I forgot. I can't block it with the armor. Yeah, alright. And I don't get to fight back. Okay. Well, that's his first turn. Now his next turn. No, it doesn't really matter. I can camp, do the plot action, or... Oh, that was his first action. I can camp and heal, or I can do the plot action and get the engineers. And I may as well camp. Alright, so he's going to camp and use 2 meds to heal 6 wounds. And he is already completely out of resources. Okay, so that was it for the first round. Red Lord moves to there. All right. Johnny's turn. So he's going to do plot action. Let's see. Plot action. Grand Alliance on Space 29. The Red Tomb, I see 40. You're waiting patiently in the spot the informer told you about. It's a rusted road sign showing Uluru 20. It's peaceful all around. The massif of the Red Mountain can be seen in the distance. At some point, a cloud of dust appears against this background, and a few minutes later you see an APC. A woman in full combat gear disembarks. The stuff she's wearing looks brand new, as if she's just drawn it from a supply room. Too clean. That's what comes to your mind when she starts talking. After a short conversation, you learn that you've just made contact with Aristoy. Everything that's left of the Australian government and military. They've spent the last half of the century underground in a high-tech shelter named Red Tomb, a place of legend among the survivors. Despite their reclusiveness, they are well informed about the developments in the West. They will provide support by making a missile precision strike on whatever target you choose. Yet, certain conditions must be met first. Alright, so I can choose to not try to get them to join right now and just leave. I can go on a daredevil mission, which is going to send me down here. And Dr. Fang did that and failed twice, even though he had an 89% chance of success each time. Or I discard 3 resources. I give them, not 3 times the number of knights, so I give them 6 meds and ammo. That's true. This part would be more difficult. If I were playing with more knights, I would need to give them more resources. But yeah, if I were playing with 4 knights, I'd have plenty of time to get down and do that. And then if I mess up, well, you could just explore for resources for a while until you build up what you need, especially if you have somebody with decent exploration. So I'm just going to give them the resources. C109. So they get all my meds and ammo. I have 6 in total. $109. The soldier explains that years spent underground have finally resulted in supply shortages. Meds and ammo are necessary to equip a Spec Ops unit. Then she lists a number of expressions you don't quite understand, such as HMAS South Shore, satellite communication, laser targeting, and many more. The military cant confuses you. Only when the subject becomes clear, you start to listen more intently. Numbers, amounts. That's what you can handle. They need more than a lot, but still you choose to reach deep into your pockets. A small robot with numerous limbs rolls out of the APC and deftly moves the stuff from your vehicle to the transporter. At the end you hear, "Thank you for your cooperation, citizen," and the APC heads back toward the Red Rock. You're left alone in the middle of nowhere, realizing that you've just bought the most expensive pig in a poke in your entire life. You need to believe that your commitment in helping Aristoi will be rewarded when the time comes, and that the army from the Red Tomb will aid in the alliance. Gain 1 experience. And they joined the alliance, the Aristoi. Alright. But it cost all my resources. So Johnny Taylor gets 1 experience. Now, well, the fact that he has the gun, though, if he makes it to gangrene, if I went that way, I could always trade this for resources or something else. All right. Well, that was his first action. And, oh, this goes on the plot sheet because I have 1 of the 3 I need to join the alliance. So I want to go over there and confront that horseman, but I need some resources first. Ammo and meds, preferably. Alright, so his other action, he's going to explore, and he has exploration 3. So, where am I? I'm in the desert. Okay, so we draw an exploration card, and what's in the desert? Ooh, 1 experience, draw and resolve a wasteland card. So, free experience point, but then I'd probably have to fight an enemy, and I only have the knife right now because I have no ammo. Kind of want to do that, though. Nope. Alright, I'll draw another one. If I had any ammo. Let's see. 1 of each resource, but 2 damage to my vehicle, but it's the muscle car. It'll really take 3 damage. That's enough to wreck it. Really don't want to wreck it. Alright, well, I'll draw 1 more. I'm stuck with this one, unless I spend that last fuel. 1 gear and 1 wound. Okay. What do you get? A boomerang. Alright. Haven't seen that before. White and a green. If you've repaired, it's 2 greens. Okay. Requires no ammo. When attacking, use your blade skill. He's better with guns. Then break this card. Ooh, if you roll a fate, you deal 1 wound and ignore breaking the card. Alright. Once it's broken, you discard it when you use it, unless you roll a fate. Okay. Yeah, that's not great. It's worth 2 in trade, though. Well, if I'm not going to get any resources, yeah, I just need to get to gangrene so I can trade in some stuff. Okay, so he's all done. So now it is Logan Harris's turn. So he's going to perform plot action to get sent over here to fix some oil rig or whatever it is. New Sydney, C number 20. I'm going to need 3 general tokens. Let's just grab those. All right, number 20. You're walking the crowded streets of New Sydney, trying to get a hang of the local moods. The city rulers, the merchant cartel, plan to focus on defending the metropolis. The city's poor and homeless are being trained all around the clock on squares, pitches, and arenas. They are stabbing and hitting dummies made of old tires with rusty tools and junk weapons. Everything is happening under the supervision of the Sunhounds, a mercenary company from the west. You know that this strategy is doomed to fail, so you go straight to the cartel headquarters to persuade its members to join the alliance. When you're finally received, you learn that your proposition might be taken into consideration, but first you have to show your commitment to the city affairs. So my choices are do nothing right now, undertake the mission for the cartel, which is going to send me over here. I basically just need to get there and should be fine. Or if you have at least 6 experience, you've spent enough time in the Badlands not to grovel before some paper pushers. So with 6 experience, maybe they'll just join you automatically. But I have 0. So, all right, agree to take the mission. Go to 33. It turns out that the merchant cartel is much more than just a bunch of traders and shysters. You meet some reasonable leaders who understand what a preemptive strike means. Unfortunately, they quickly kill your enthusiasm. Even they have to think about the city in general. In order to convince the cartel to forget about the defensive strategy, you have to solve the problem of dependence on fuel shipments from pumps, their hated rival in the east. It might be possible to remedy the situation when an old oil rig near the coast of Kangaroo Island is put to use. Your task will be to bring a group of engineers there and protect them when they assess the state of the construction. All right, so I have to go to 20. That's Kangaroo Island, or I guess maybe that's Kangaroo Island. If there is at least 1 engineer token on your vehicle sheet, you may perform the plot action checking the rig, and each engineer gives you a free success, and you need 3 successes. Let's see, so engineers, I can take 1 to 3. Yes, I want 3. They each take up 1 capacity in my vehicle. The bike has 4, so that's fine. Nothing else in it. Okay. But, as it says on there, that was number 33. If you are defeated while resolving an enemy card, or fail a test while resolving an event card, discard 1 engineer. Well, I'm only going to get 1 enemy or event card in getting to here, because I'm going to get there in 1 turn. Oh, except I don't have any fuel now? Right. How far is it? Well, it's 6 if I go through radiation. So you can make it there in 1 turn if he goes through radiation, or I can try to get some fuel first. And from here, he can get to Alice Offspring in 1 turn. Well, I'll just deal with picking up the radiation. I want to do it quickly. All right, so he gets 1 radiation. First one doesn't do anything. Oh, I went through 1 threat token. As long as I survive this, I should be good. Let's see, what am I on? Highway. 18 wheelers. They have 4 hit points. Ooh, not going to be the easiest ones to kill. If I can't kill them, I'll lose an engineer. And they already have a fate roll. So they deal 1 damage already. White, blue, green. Two wounds instead if you must resolve any threat tokens in this combat. Nope, this actually deals 2 wounds. Okay, so I need 4 successes. They have a ranged attack, so they attack first. Now, if they knock Logan Harris unconscious, he doesn't fight back. Oh, that's 6. Yuck. 6 wounds, well, that's not enough to knock him out. I will go ahead and... Should I break the trash armor? He doesn't have any meds. I could just let myself get knocked unconscious going to Alice Offspring. Yeah, I'm not going to break it. Alright, so he takes 6 wounds, and then I need 4 damage to kill the 18-wheeler. Hey, look at that, got 4. Alright, so 1 experience point and 1 fuel. Ooh, I'll take fuel. Alright, but the better news is I don't lose any engineers. So doing the action here will be an automatic success, and I'll get another faction to join the alliance. And I just need 1 more. Okay. So that's it for that round. Red Lord this time moves to here. Yes. All right, so what's Johnny gonna do? What did I pick up last time? All right, I got a piece of gear. Yeah, I still want to explore because I need some useful resources. In the desert, 1 med. Place a threat marker on your space. Well, that's fine. But 1 med, you can do better than that. 1 fuel. Place a threat marker on your space. Yeah, all right. No, I'm drawing 1 more. I'm stuck with this one. 1 ammo. Alright, so that was exploring. Well, yeah, it's not terrible. Now I maybe have something for if I have to do a fight here. Alright. So his other action, he's going to move here. That only costs 4 to get there. No threats or anything. So he's moving there. And I need a Desert Wasteland card. What did I get? Ooh, Radioactive Storm. Test survival. I need 2 successes. Fortunately, Johnny has 2 green dice. If I pass, I get an experience. Okay. If I fail, I get 1 radiation for each missing success. All right. And afterward, place a radiation danger marker on your space. And if I obtain no successes, break 1 chosen gear card. Yeah, probably the knife if I have to break something. All right, well, let's see. I need 2 successes. I got 1. Okay, so no experience. He gets a radiation. That's really not that bad. And radiation danger marker now in this space. So if I move in here again, pick up radiation. All right, but I still have my ammo in case I need to do a fight there. Sounds good. Okay, Logan. He's going to do plot action, checking the oil rig, which it said was entry 82. bring the engineers to the place where the cartel wanted to have them. The ruined oil rig is a few kilometers away from the coast. You spend the rest of the trip on the deck of a boat rented for a fistful of bullets from the local fishermen. Maybe it's your menacing gaze or the barrel of your gun aimed at the engineers. The point is, they swiftly get to work. You realize these poor bastards are actually slaves of the cartel, forced to do their hard work for a low pay. But when you consider the threat posed by the Red Lord, you must choose the lesser evil. Test tech. Yeah, he gets a white and a green. I need 3 successes, although it's not going to matter because I got 0. But that doesn't matter because you obtain 1 additional success for each engineer token on your vehicle sheet, and I still have all 3. Good thing I beat the 18-wheelers because if I'd lost 1 engineer, well, I would have just failed. Pass. A few hours later, rusted pumps come to life yet again, and a sweet smell of crude oil fills the air. It seems that with a proper crew, this place might actually be useful. One of the men communicates via radio with New Sydney, confirming that your mission is a success. Looks like you've just got yourself another ally. Gain 2 experience. Alright, so he's going to get an upgrade. Discard the engineer tokens. Already did that. New Sydney joined the alliance. So, boom. There's another faction in my alliance. I just need 1 more. And I have formed the alliance, and hopefully that will defeat the Red Lord. We'll see. Alright, but this one, I just have to get there, travel over here to get the meds, and then travel back. The only bad thing is I have to go through that radiation spot twice while doing that. Let's see, he's 1 wound away from getting knocked out. Well, if I move to Alice Offspring, actually, would he stop here because of the contaminated wound? Yeah, because this would put him to 8 wounds. I think he'd actually stop right there. So, no, that's no good. I think I need to explore and get some meds and heal a little bit first. Either that or go around this. But the crater's in the way. I have to go around that too. I'd have to go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14. Ugh. Why didn't I break the trash armor? Didn't I have the option last time? Or was it last time they had armor piercing? I think I just forgot to break the trash armor. So, you know what? I'm going to retcon it and say I broke the trash armor to block 1. It was his first fight where he couldn't block anything because of armor piercing, not the last one. Yeah, who did I fight last time? Radioactive Storm was Johnny. Yeah, he fought the 18-wheelers. They didn't have armor piercing. So, I don't know why I didn't break the armor. Okay. So what he's going to do is move here and probably get knocked unconscious. He gets 1 contaminated wound on his way. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, that was 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, he can get there in 1 turn. 1 contaminated wound, and then gets to draw a Scrub Wasteland card. Cyber Spider. 2 blues and a green. If this enemy is defeated, keep this card. Discard it instead of performing your next action or when you become unconscious. Well, if he deals just 1 wound, I could destroy the trash armor to block it. But if he deals 2 wounds, I'll be unconscious, so that part won't matter. It's a melee attack, though. I don't have any ammo. If I had ammo, I could try using the pistol, and if I got lucky and killed it, it wouldn't fight back. But nope. I'll be using barbed wire club. So both attacks happen at the same time. I will get a gear and an experience point if I can get 4 damage, even though he'll get knocked unconscious. Cyber Spider's attack. Well, that's 4 wounds. The fate is 1 irradiated wound, but he can only take 1 wound overall, so there. Trash armor is no use. No reason to destroy it. And then 3, and if I break the barbed wire club, I can re-roll as many dice as I want, which would be this one. For a piece of gear and an experience point, I think it's worth it. I'm going to break the barbed wire club. Two and 3 chance. Oh, I got a fade again. I failed. That's too bad. Broke the barbed wire club for nothing. No rewards. I take 1 wound because that's all he can fit on there. So he's unconscious, but whatever injury he has, I can go to the quack and remove it. This is going to delay him a little bit, though. Hopefully he will have enough time to get up here, get over here, get back. How far is it from here to here? 2, 4, 6, 7. It's only 7. He already has 6 movement. He has 1 fuel, so if you can get 1 more fuel along the way, that's 2 turns. How far is it up to there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 11. Need 1 more fuel to get there in 1 turn. I don't know about that. I have 4 more turns after this. Ooh, you know what? So if he goes here and starts that off. Oh. You know what would have been a good idea, maybe? I can go here, get that one to join, and then go up here. Oh, no. Go here first. Activates this. Go over here, get those resources. The other character can be here hanging out. Go get the resources. Go get the meds. Just bring him to here, exchange him, and then the other character goes up there. That could have been a way to go. But really, either either character can do this one. Yeah, I should have had him just go up there. Although I didn't know this would be a success. And it is possible to fail that, and then, well, you still need this one too. Well, might have to keep that in mind if I have to do this again. So let's see. Well, we're all done. Red Lord moves to here. 4 more turns. Unless I do something to delay him. That's another thing I could do, is if I fail at getting an artifact here, I could just try to go sabotage him to delay him to give Logan more time to get there, get that, get back. Oh, right, because in 2 turns, Red Lord's going to be here, and then he's blocking the way unless you go all the way around. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Well, we'll see. I'll still try to get the artifact there. Alright, so Johnny is going to, let's see. Well, he has 4 wounds and radiation, but I don't have any meds or anything. I could explore first, but I don't want to do that. Alright, so he's going to do plot action, confront a horseman. So let's see, it is no artifact. Great. Well, that means I can't do that unless there's an artifact. Well, there is an artifact here, but I'd have to go over here, be successful with that one, and then bring the artifact there. Do I have time? I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking I need to go sabotage the Red Lord next turn. At least try to do that. It'll be moving to here. So if he's still alive, he's just going to move to here. Oh, no. He'll move to here, because then the Red Lord will be here. He can sabotage it. Red Lord will move here, and he could sabotage it again without even moving. Okay, 13. We have Horseman Pestilence. Well, I might have to fight him, I might not. We'll see. All right. Special card 13, C 60. There used to be a pretty decent road here. Maybe not a highway, but a decent 2-lane road. Tree roots crushed its surface, and branches made it impossible to drive any farther. You have to leave your vehicle. Out there, behind the lines of trees, you spotted a plume of smoke, and you expect that's exactly where Pestilence resides. Can't use your vehicle for the rest of this. You're walking a narrow path cut out recently with machetes in this surprisingly lush jungle. After covering 1 or 2 kilometers, you hear something. It's no human voice. It sounds more like belonging to some animal, and yet a little like singing. You follow the voice, or you steer clear of the area. Well, even if I'm able to defeat Pestilence or do whatever, there's no artifact here, so it really doesn't matter if I succeed or fail. Sure, let's follow the voice. Why not? You go deeper into the bushes. You encounter some creature. It looks almost like a human, but it's deathly pale. It's sitting on a tree branch, holding in its hand a smaller version of itself, making sounds resembling a cat's cry mixed with a lullaby. The creature notices you and starts to run away. I can choose. You strike it before it disappears in the bushes and warns everyone, or you leave the creature and its offspring in peace. Whatever it is, it doesn't deserve to die. Let's be nice. Why not? It doesn't deserve to die. You spare the creatures. A short pause enables you to spot a forgotten clip, almost fully overgrown with ivy. You take it and keep going. All right, well, I got some ammo. C-118. Okay. You notice building walls only when you can touch them. The compound has been overgrown so much it's almost become a part of the jungle. You find a staircase and climb up to the roof. You can see a building on top of which solar panels and windmills were built. This must be Pestilence's laboratory. Smoke is rising from the chimneys of a building right next to the lab. These are probably living quarters. Choices. You sneak toward the quarters. You approach Pestilence with murderous intent in your eyes. Have to do 5 damage. I'll get 3 greens and a white, although a fate deals 2 and breaks the shotgun. A chance. Or, if no special card is assigned to Pestilence's lab, well, nope, there's no artifact. You sneak into the lab. Well, let's do that. Maybe I can get some good resources or something. You get inside the lab via an old elevator shaft. You hurt your hand on the way, but it's nothing serious. You find yourself in a long corridor. Its sides are lined with glass doors, behind which someone imprisoned pale creatures. They resemble humans, but they have no noses. They also have 2 pairs of small black lidless eyes. One of the mutants leans its head to the side and pierces you with its gaze, then touches its face with thin 3-fingered hands and moves its lips as if trying to speak to you. In each cell there may be 6 or 7 mutants. They press their faces to the glass and follow you with their gaze. You spot a control room at the end of the corridor. You release the mutants, or you exterminate the mutants. Yeah, let's release them and see if they wreak havoc on Pestilence. All right, you search for the proper button, but finally you open all doors. It takes a couple minutes before one of the mutants proves smart. It's naked. Its body is pale and skinny. It turns to face you. Now that no glass separates you, its eyes turn out to be dark red. The mutant seems not to see you. You raise your hand to greet the creature. A drop of blood from your wound falls on the floor. The beast inhales, then makes a shrill cry. Yeah, I knew that wound was going to be bad. Test Blades 3. Yeah, blades. 2 white dice. That's not good. Need 3 successes. If your... Where'd it go? If your survival is at least 1 green die, it is, it's 2 green dice, you obtain 1 additional success. Okay. Alright, so I need 2 successes. Alright, so I only have a 1 in, around a 1 in 3 chance. Oh, how about 0? Okay. Failure. You try to escape to the control room, but you're too slow. The mutants hold the door from the other side and yanks it. The mutant holds the door from the other side and yanks it from your hands. Fighting him is like wrestling with a wild cat. He attacks with his claws. Too quickly for you to notice. You press against it with your whole body and finally push the monster out of the room. You close yourself inside, taking some time to get a grip of yourself. Your clothes are wet with blood. The remaining mutants leave their cells and escape. Suffer 2 irradiated wounds. Yeah. Let's see, that's 6 wounds. He has 8 hit points. C43. Well, if I succeeded, I would have had 1 experience and still go to 43. You're on your way back through the building, looking around and straining your ears so as to not get ambushed. You reach the ground floor. Pestilence is there at the end of a wide corridor leading to the exit. He's walking in front, flanked by a few armed men. You let them out, he says loudly. Choose. You cut your open hand, or you try to talk. Well, maybe if you cut your open hand, you will attract the monsters some more and they can kill Pestilence. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut my open hand. Sorry, not you cut your open hand. You cut your hand open. I mean, I already have 1 cut. I'm bleeding already. Why would I need to cut myself again? That's silly. But I'm going to do that. You slowly unsheathe your knife and make a deep cut. You see that only Pestilence has any idea what you're doing. You hold out your hand and let blood drip to the floor. Don't shoot, shouts Pestilence, but when a mob of white-skinned mutants runs out of the side corridor, his bodyguards open fire. The fight is as short as it is brutal. A minute later, only Pestilence is standing among the dead. He got hurt too, and that's your chance. Ooh, good. Maybe he has wounds already. Resolve combat with Horseman Pestilence according to normal rules. Before it starts, place one wound token on the enemy. Oh, that's it? Alright, well, he has one wound. So that means I need to do 4 damage to him. He has threat 1. Okay, I'll be using the shotgun. I get 3 greens and a white. Threat 1. And he's relentless. Well, he has a gun. I have a gun. I lose a resource. Well, it's going to be one of the ammo. Good thing I picked up another one. And he gets 2 greens and a blue. Very unlikely I will not get knocked unconscious. Oh, great. If I get knocked unconscious, I can't move and sabotage next round. Oh, wait, yes, I can. No, yeah, I can't, because I'll have to wake up and then move, and then he won't get a chance to do sabotage. I can't sabotage the Red Lord until he's here. Yeah, I don't think I have enough time. Alright, well, here's my roll. 3, not enough to kill him. And 3. Enough to knock me unconscious. Yep. Fest, I can destroy to block 1, but I'll still take 2 and be up to 8. So, no rewards. Ooh, I would have had 3 experience and 2 meds. I could have gone for that. Oh, I forgot to get his upgrade. Do that before he goes. What am I getting? Injury. Hey. Oh, and I spent my ammo shooting the shotgun. So I'm going to lose that, and then we'll see what else it says in there. But yep. Yeah, I think I like better the strategy I was thinking of. I thought of, which is, sure, have him go here, and have him go here, over to there, back to there, and I just have to get across again so I can make it to there and have resources. And he can ignore that radiation. Let's see, because it's 1, 2, 8 to get up there. Yeah, that's 2 fuel. Well, if one of them's only trying to get to here and here, they can switch vehicles. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to play it again. I think all I'll do is they'll switch vehicles and take that strategy. Alright, so I did not kill Pestilence, so what happens? Which one was I on? 64. If you do not defeat this enemy, anyway, if you do not defeat this enemy, the moment you fall upon the floor, Pestilence is already on his way to the lab. It takes a few minutes to get back to your feet, but you must run away despite your wounds. He might return to finish you off. Take the Horseman marker from your space and place it on the Red Lord sheet. Remove the special card number 13 and the artifact token assigned to it from the game. Well, Okay, well that's one horseman helping out the Red Lord. And yes, with no artifact, I can't go there and do that. I don't know what the other, I can't remember what the other one was. Either you need to have an artifact or you do something for that. Maybe it was go on a mission, but I don't think I'll have time. Alright, because what's going to happen is, alright, he's going to go, he can get a, well, first he has to wake up. Red Lord's going to move here, and then he's going to be here before he gets up there, and there's no way I'm going to get to here and back. So, I think I may as well just restart. I mean, I could also get lucky and kill the Red Lord. Logan Harris can duel with him. Well, alright, let's see what his upgrades are. I don't know if I've actually seen his upgrades. I definitely haven't seen Johnny's. Probably just should have started at the bottom. Okay, there's Logan. And now the characters I have not used yet. Yep, alright. Actually, the only one now that I haven't used is, forgot what her name is. But this one. Pain tolerance. 2 extra health. So, what are his abilities? Ramming. Engagement. You may place 1 damage on your vehicle to deal 1 wound to the enemy. If you have a heavy vehicle, you can place 3 damage on your vehicle to deal 2 wounds instead. Yeah. You gain 1 repair. You ignore all effects of malfunction cards attached to your vehicle. That's not too bad. Jack of all trades requires 6 experience. When making any test, you may gain 1 white die once per turn. Oh, but not in combat. Expert driver. You may place 1 damage on your vehicle to prevent 1 wound once per turn. Sturdy bodywork. Your vehicle gets 2 more extra chassis. No. And unstoppable. You get +1 exploration when performing the regain consciousness action. Ooh, you heal all radiation and wounds. That's actually not that bad. Actually, if you took that right now, then regaining consciousness, all that's gone. Yeah. And that one's actually not terrible. Okay, and then he has reinforced jacket. When testing negotiate, you gain 1 white die. Really? That's it? And you can wear this on top of other armor. If it's broken, still, when testing negotiate, you gain 1 white die. Just while it's broken, you can use it to block 1 wound. Well, if I were going to have to do negotiate. Yeah, his upgrades are not that good. I probably would be taking Unstoppable, except I'm starting over. How about Johnny Taylor, just out of curiosity? Bushcraft. While you're on scrub or mountain space, you gain 1 additional success in all tests, but not in combat. Yeah. 1 extra exploration and repair. Veteran of the Outback. When performing the move action, you spend 1 magic point. You spend 1 movement point less to enter a scrub space, but not mountains. Okay. Whenever any knight draws an encounter wasteland card, you may gain 1 chosen resource. Ooh, Boomstick. Thinks he's Ash Williams. Needs 6 experience for that one. Rolls a green and a blue. That's when it's broken. That over. Rolls 2 blues. Ooh, you resolve your ranged attack before your enemy's ranged attack. Ooh. So you can take out enemies without them even attacking you, even if they have a ranged attack, unless they have relentless. Ignore one botch. That's not a bad gun. Lucky deck. Break this card to choose and re-roll one die of any of your rolls. The new result must be accepted. And only takes one to repair. Wait, when it's broken it says choose and re-roll one die in any of your rolls except in combat. The new result must be accepted. But you don't have to destroy it, so it just stays like this. But you don't get an extra, you don't get a re-roll in combat. When it's fixed, you have to break it to re-roll in combat. Or in anything. Okay. Not thrilled about their upgrades. Fortunately, though, I'm not trying to fight the Red Lord. I just want to get the Alliance to actually get formed. Oh, and there's also the option of, I could add in one more character. I could get Dr. Fang back to go after this one. Or Waragul. I don't know. Alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna start over. Resources, 0 experience. Same here. No injury. Oh, he would have had a concussion. You lose one chosen die in all tests except in combat. Ouch. But he would have gone to the quack and gotten rid of his injury. Alright, what else? Oh, no wounds or anything over there. And then vehicle damage. Get rid of this. And need to mix these back up. Same starting gear. All right. Let's see, one goes on 19, one goes on 31. Gangrene and 5. All right, so let's see. If I'm not going to this right away, I don't know if I need to steal resources, although really Logan does not need his ammo. Although I don't want to waste time camping. Actually, might be good to give him the ammo and maybe one fuel. Oh, whoa, wait. I'm switching vehicles too. Johnny Taylor needs to get around a little more. So I'm going to give him the bike. Logan can take the muscle car. No, whoops. I do not have these weapons. I'm not going to shuffle. Not that deck, at least. We'll shuffle the exploration cards back in. Let's see, I drew a few wasteland cards. I'm not going to shuffle those either. That deck's big enough. Okay. Oh, another injury I don't have. Oh, I don't know what that injury was, so I'll just put it on top. Hadn't turned it over yet. All right. So let's try this again. Trying to get the Grand Alliance. All right, so Johnny Taylor's job is go up here. They're going to tell him to go get meds over here. He'll go over here, get meds. And actually, while he's here, he can go down and do this just by giving a combination of 6 meds and ammo. And then go back over here. I'm sure he just has to get to there and they join the alliance. That won't take that many turns. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. 1 fuel will get him there. And then it's 2, 4, 6, 7 to get to here. So 1 fuel will get him there. So he'll be able to do that in 2 turns. Go up here, start that, get over here, get the meds. 3 turns he can be down here, except he's probably going to have to stop to camp at some point. But in 3 turns, yeah, okay. And then from there to there, that should take 2 turns. I have 7 turns to do it in, so 5. I could have 2 turns where I don't actually move. Although, I need to leave here before the Red Lord gets in the way and blocks it. Well, during turn 5, the Red Lord would be here, moves to there at the end of turn 5. So if turn 5 is when I leave here and have to get there in 2 turns, well, yes, Red Lord will not be in the way. But I can get here on 3. So I could leave here on the 4th. Okay. Oh wait, no, it'd be the 6th turn is the latest I could leave there to get here in 2 turns, but at that point the Red Lord would be there and I'd have to go around this way, but I still might be able to get there in 2 turns. Anyway, so yeah, I think I want to camp first. I do want to take resources. Johnny Taylor's going to camp and take 2 ammo from Logan Harris. Now, if I have the bike, I can't take any fuel. It's already full. So do I want to do this? Otherwise, I need to spend time exploring. Can't decide if I want to waste an action on that. Yeah, I think I want to do that just to try to make sure I have enough resources. Although, if I use any ammo in the shotgun, I still have to pick up some. Alright, his other action is going to be to move. So he's going to go to Queens Valley. That'll cost 1 fuel. That'll give him 8 movement, which is just enough to get there. No threat tokens or anything. I have to draw a card, but then he doesn't get to get sent off on a quest until next round. Salties, only 3 hit points. It ambushes me with 2 whites and a blue. I get a med and a gear card if I'm successful. Okay, 2 wounds and a fate. Enemy deals 2 wounds. 4. That's actually fairly bad for the dice here. If you were dealt any unprevented wounds, suffer 1 additional wound. Well, okay. I can block 2 with the vest. That would make me take 3 wounds. Yeah. Alright, so he ambushed, so he got to go first, whether I use a gun or not. Well, if I use an ammo, I'll get a med in return. So I'll still have 6 resources. And I'll get to fire. I'll get to roll 3 greens and a white instead of 4 whites. Alright, I'll spend an ammo. Just barely made it. Okay, 3. Alright, so we get a med and a piece of gear. What do we get? Ooh. Adrenal. Discard when you would lose consciousness to heal 1 radiation and 2 wounds instead. Ooh, I like that. Also, one of the options here was if you have some medical gear cards, you could use that instead of having to go get the meds. Although I think it might have said you need 2 of these. Well, for now, we'll put that in the bike. I'll get to find out next round. All right, so solve these. Go away. All right, then Logan Harris. What's he gonna do? So he's gonna just go to New Sydney again, except this time he can't get there in 1 turn. He can move 10 maximum, which will only get him there if he goes through 2 radiation, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3. Those are 0, 4. Yeah, he can get there in 9 if he goes through 2 radiation. Don't want to do that. He can take his time, though. He just needs to get to New Sydney, then get over here. So let's see. We could go. Let's try to avoid any radiation. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. Well, let's see. He has 1 extra movement, so he has 5. 1 fuel gives him 8. Let's see. That gets him 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. And get him that far. 1 threat token, and then it's 1, 6 to get there. Yeah, that'll cost another fuel. It's okay. All right, so 8 to get there, 1 threat token, and he needs to draw a desert card. So he has to fight the Order of Flame. And 1 threat token. Oh, plus 1 hit point. They have 5 hit points now. Chances of killing them aren't great. Let's see. All fate you obtain in this combat are considered blanks. Okay. They have a ranged attack, so they go first. Ooh, that's good. Just 2. I could break the trash armor and just take 1 wound. Why not? Alright, so just 1 wound. And then to get any rewards, I need 5 successes. I got 2. This counts as a blank. I could break the barbed wire club and re-roll, but not a good chance I'll get 3 more successes on these, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just take no reward. Out of curiosity, I would have succeeded had I broken the barbed wire club. Alright, so I get nothing. I got my 1 wound and broken trash armor. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, that was Logan's first turn, and then, well, now that he's here, I guess he may as well explore, because he has nothing else to do. Let's see, he's in the desert. In the desert, he can get a gear and take a wound, or I can draw 1 more. You know what? I think I'll take the gear. He got the knife. Better than this knife. Oops. If I repair it, and it only costs 1 to repair. If I repair it, it gets a white and a green, and you get an additional success when negotiating. Well, for now, that can just sit in the muscle car. And I got 1 wound. Okay. He's all done. That's the end of the round. Red Lord moves to there. So Johnny is going to do plot action, whatever, Queens Valley, read number 10. Send him on a quest to save the Queen of Queens Valley. In your quest to find allies against the Red Lord, you end up in Queens Valley. This is the city closest to the first bridge, quick to fall prey to the warlord's onslaught. Though it's famous for its army of flyers and solid mountain fortifications, a few hours spent in this place makes you realize that the local morale is low. Rumors about the deteriorating health condition of the mysterious queen circulate among the citizens, and in the meantime, the court governs the city in the ruler's name. Instead of patrolling the area around the city, dirigibles and balloons are parked in hangars, and people hide in their homes. No one volunteers to serve in the airship crews anymore. You are invited before the court. Its members tell you that without the strong leadership of the Queen, the city is doomed. Therefore, you share with them the vision of the Grand Alliance that will bring the destruction of the Red Lord. In return, you hear that only the Queen can make such a decision, but she needs to recover first. The only thing left for you to do is to bring her proper medicines. So I get to choose to do nothing yet, or ask where I can find the meds, and they're going to send me here with stuff to give to the gardener, and then he's going to give me meds in return. Or I can discard number of nights, so 2. It says it has a meds icon gear cards, but there are none with that icon, so I assume they mean syringe, but I only have 1. That would make them join right away, I would assume. That's too bad. Yeah, I still think with 3 nights this would be, I think, pretty easy. Just send 1 here, 1 there, 1 there. Camp first before you go. You get some resources. I think it would be a piece of cake. All right. So where can I find the meds? C27. Unless once you form the Grand Alliance, that's not the end of it. You might still have to fight the Red Lord. The court members guide you to a palace terrace towering over the city and the canyon. You look through a field glass pointed at a place somewhere west, reflecting sun rays. People call this place Shining. It's a huge hydroponic plant, built long before the Scourge. You'll find the great gardener there, the only person skillful enough to concoct the meds that will help the Queen. Scientists in white lab coats and strange masks walk into the terrace. They hand you a package suggesting that these are modified fertilizers, a gift for the man overseeing the Shining. Modified fertilizers, yeah, I already have that. Made that token right there. Place it on your vehicle sheet. It takes up 1 capacity. It has a value of 4. So I really wanted, I could go to the city and get 4 resources for it. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, you could just barter in the city until you get lucky enough to find another one of these. And then there you go. You have 2 meds to give her. Huh. I could play it like that, except I also want to do this one. So, and who knows how many gear cards I'm going to have to go through before before another medical one shows up. I could be unlucky. All right. What was I reading? 27. Place 1 of your night tokens on your space and 1 on space 24. This is the Shining. I have to read plot action 67 when I get there. So 24, I have to go here. I guess we'll put a low token on there. And then I have to go back to Queens Valley. Alright, so his first action was plot action, so now he can move. Still have one fuel. I can go here first or there first. So let's see, one fuel will get me 8 movement. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, it's 9 to here. So yeah, let's go there first, then I'll go here. So boom, I'm there in one turn. I get to ignore one of these, so I'll ignore the radiation. And take a contaminated wound. First radiation doesn't do anything to me. Maybe I should take one. Yeah, I'll take the contaminated wound. It's possible the threat gives me radiation. Alright, one threat token. Now it'll be -1 success or a fate. Let's see what we get. I'm in highway. Hull splitter, so free fate roll. Ugh, green, red, blue. Well, it's a melee attack. Oh, and it has threat 1, so another one. It's a melee attack. If I can kill it, ooh, 5 hit points. Well, if I can get lucky and kill it, it won't fight back. And it gets an extra blue die. I'm definitely getting knocked unconscious if I don't kill it with my shotgun, but then I don't have enough resources for here. So that'll mean exploring. If I don't kill it with a shotgun, whether I attack it with a shotgun or not, I'm almost assuredly knocked unconscious, and then I'll lose half a turn from that. Let's see, if I use the shotgun, I get 3 greens and a white. I'll just have to explore. Let's see. And I'll get a piece of gear and 2 experience points. If I kill it. If I use a shotgun and I don't kill it, I'm going to lose half a turn regaining consciousness and half a turn exploring. All right. Shotgun. All right. Come on, Johnny. Ooh, I got him. 4 and a fate, but with a shotgun, a fate counts as 2 wounds, so that's 6, but that does break the shotgun. All right, so shotgun's broken. Hull splitter's dead though before it gets a chance to fight, so it doesn't do anything. Good job, Johnny. You didn't fang it. Alright, 2 experience points. And that is where he is, right? Yes. 2 experience points and 1 piece of gear. It'd be funny if this was another medical one. Nope, it is spiked helmet. Ooh, okay. If you prevent any wounds using this card, your enemy immediately suffers 1 wound. If I fix it first, same thing. And when it's fixed or broken, it's 1. Well, I can block 1 wound, give the attacker 1 wound, and then it's destroyed. Unless I fix it, but he only has repair 1. He can't fix any of these things. Alright, but was that worth it? I now only have 5 resources. I don't have enough for there. Alright, so next turn he's going to maybe get the meds and then move down here. Or maybe explore first. I don't know. I don't know if it really matters. Alright, but that was good that I didn't get knocked unconscious at least. Okay, alright, so Logan He is going to, I guess, move first. Alright, so it's 1, 3, 5, 6. He has 5 movement, so he will have to spend his other fuel to go that way. Although, with 1 more fuel, he'll have 8 movement. So let's see. He could instead go 1, 3, 5, 7, 8. Skip 1 more threat token. Alright, so he's going to do that. Spend 1 fuel, get there in 8 movement. So he only gets 1 threat and a Desert Wasteland card. We will be fighting the Desert Lords. Let's see, they have a ranged attack. Oh, and after you're done fighting them, you get a contaminated wound no matter what. Oh, great. And they get an extra blue die. With the barbed wire club, that's also what he gets to roll. Alright, so ranged attack goes first. Could actually knock me unconscious, which would be unfortunate because then I would lose the other action. What does a fate do? Just deal 1 damage. Alright, so that's 4. Plus, at the end he's going to take 1 contaminated wound. Well, alright, that's fine. Leaves him 1 short of getting knocked unconscious. Okay. Barbed wire club. Oh, they only have 3 hit points. I'll get a gear. Alright, well that's 4, so dead. No experience, just a piece of gear. Tactical vest. Ooh, 1 extra storage capacity. It blocks 1 damage. When it's repaired, it blocks 2 damage. Okay. Well, we'll just put it in the muscle car for now. Oh, and I took 5 wounds. 1 contaminated. But now he's in New Sydney, so now he can I have no fuel. And now that he doesn't have the bike, I can't get here in 1 turn unless I get some fuel. So I should probably do a city action. Alright, so city action. I think I'll visit the Quack and heal 4 wounds. And then barter. Ooh, tactical vest is worth 3. I don't really need the extra storage or anything, so what's the knife worth? 2. Could trade in both of these for some good stuff. Alright, well, let's see. Barter time. So I'm visiting the stalls. Ooh, katana, ghillie suit, and prepper's kit. Alright, so that's the offer. Ghillie suit. After you draw a wasteland card, you can discard it and draw a new wasteland card. Then you discard the ghillie suit. Katana. Once per combat, you can suffer 1 wound to reroll any of your dice. It's a blue. If I repair it, it's a blue and a green. I'm in the city, so I could get that repaired. And then it'll be a little better than the barbed wire club. Not much, though. Alright, Prepper's Kit. When performing the Explore action, you may discard this to draw 1 additional exploration card, and choose 1 to resolve. If you fix it first, which you can only do in a city, you get to do that twice. I don't want that, even though it's only worth 1. I think I'll just get some resources. See, I can trade in the tactical vest. Like, do I want the knife? I can trade in the tactical vest for 3. That'll give me the fuel I need. Maybe a couple fuel and a med for the tactical vest. I mean, all I have to do is go over here, so. Yeah, all right. Okay, that's it. Red Lord moves to there. Okay, I need to get the... Well, okay, there are 5 actions I need to perform. Excuse me, there are 4 actions I need to perform, and I need to be able to do those in the next 2.5 turns. So I only have 1 action to spare. I need to do this to get the meds. I need to move down here. I need to do this action to give them my resources. And then I also need to explore to pick up another resource. So, not a lot of room for error. If it takes longer than that, then the Red Lord's going to get in the way. Okay. Oh, you can go away. Alright, so Johnny Taylor, his first action is to do this plot action. The modified fertilizers is going to turn into the meds for the queen. Something else might happen though, so let's see. Oh yeah, it said to do 67 when I got there. Oh, that's the wrong one. You leave the highway. Fields of strange-looking plants resembling corn canes. Fields of strange-looking plants resembling corn canes stretch to the horizon. Right in the middle, there's a giant greenhouse dominating the area. Reflexes of sunlight blind you whenever... Reflexes? I mean refractions? Of sunlight blind you whenever you raise your head to look at the construction. You drive closer. A white-haired aborigine wearing a checked shirt and a straw hat greets you at the entrance. When he learns why you came, he asks if you have anything for him. You can choose this package might be more valuable on the free market, or you hand him the package. I mean, if you already sold the package to get some resources, then you'd have to do the other one. All right, 103. The great gardener takes the package from your hand and opens it. The box is full of all kinds of vials with multicolored liquids. You know at first glance that these are no fertilizers, but some chemicals. The old man disappears inside the greenhouse and returns a few hours later with a similar box full of small, strange cans representing spray paints. You ponder for a moment how this is supposed to help the queen, but your common sense wins. If that's what the court wished, so be it. Time to return to the city. So now I have the meds. And, oh right, when I end my move action in Queen's Valley while being conscious, I don't have to spend a whole action when I get there. As soon as I move there, I see 121. Okay. So, with the meds, or here, we'll say that's there. Now with the token on it, that means it's really the meds. Yeah, as soon as I land here, unless I'm unconscious, I get to resolve that and hopefully get another one in the alliance. Okay, well now I need to move here. That's 2, 3, 4. Or I could explore first. Yeah. No, I'll wait until I'm on the desert. I'll explore next turn. Alright, so moving there, I need a Desert Wasteland card. Larrikins. Engagement. If you are on a highway space, discard 2 chosen resources. Ooh, ouch. Good thing I'm not in a highway space. I'm on desert. And they only get 2 greens. Alright, that's not too bad. They only have 3 hit points. I don't want to use up any more resources. I'm going to use the knife. So 4 white dice. Oh, that's right. And I have adrenal, so if at some point he's going to get knocked unconscious, this would prevent that from happening. That would be very useful in hopefully getting back over to this side in time. Or if I get knocked out right now, but that's not possible. Not against this enemy. Alright, ranged attack, they go first. 3. All I'll get is 1 experience for defeating them. I could use the spiked helmet. That'll prevent 1 wound and deal a wound. But I don't know if I want to do that. If I take 3 wounds, though, I'm just 1 away from getting knocked unconscious. Or I could destroy the vest to block 1, or I could destroy both of these and block 2. And deal a wound. Well, you know what, since he can't ever repair any of this stuff, yeah, let's do that. Alright, I'll use both of these. So, Larrikins get dealt 1 wound, and I take only 1 wound. Alright, so that's 5 wounds. So these are gone. Alright, and then now I get to have my melee attack. Okay, well, would have killed him even without doing the spiked helmet. But all I get for it is 1 experience, but that does give me an upgrade. Let me get those out so I don't forget at the end of the round to do an upgrade. Okay, so he's done. So next turn he's going to have to explore and then do whatever with them. Give 6 resources to them. Hopefully I'll have 6 resources after exploring, but he does have exploration 3. I just need a med or an ammo. Alright, Logan Harris's turn. And I guess worst case scenario is if I explore and don't get any resources, I could wait 1 more turn and then explore again. Well, at that point I think I'd also need fuel. Alright, anyway. Logan is going to take his time. I want to make sure I get here without getting knocked unconscious. So he's going to visit the quack again and heal 4 wounds and a radiation. And then the other place he's visiting is, I could barter again, but I don't really have anything I want to barter. I don't know, how about we just repair the knife, even though he could have done that on his own by camping. Alright, there. He went to the workshop and repaired that. And then his other action, he's going to get the 3 engineers, make the same choices I made before. They say, sure, we'll join, but we need you to go over here to Kangaroo Island and have the engineers get the pumps working, which will require a tech roll and 3 successes, but each engineer counts as a success. However, if I fail any tests along the way to there, I lose 1 engineer each time I fail a test, whether that's combat or another kind of test. Alright. So I'm going to do that. It didn't say to do anything else. So, yeah. Oh, or if I already had 6 experience, I could just get them to join, but I have 0. Okay, so there. They did that one. I read that one earlier. Don't need to do that again. Alright, and then, well, that's it. So now it's time for an upgrade, and Red Lord's moving there. Or, no, he moves there. Next turn, he'll be here. So Johnny Taylor gets some upgrades. What were his? Boomstick that I can't get yet. I need 6 experience. Lucky deck that lets you re-roll. That one's a maybe. Reroll 1 die in any of your rolls. Okay. Veteran of the Outback. Oh, that makes Scrub take less to move through. That's not really going to help. Well, actually, from here it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 10 to get there. Well, even without fuel, 2 turns to get there. Okay. Oh, no, I wouldn't need fuel because I can get here in 4, but it takes 6 to get to there, and I have 5 movements, so it's 4 and 6. Ooh. So I might need fuel too. Well, okay. If I get my resources right now and then get them to join, there's plenty of time to get there. All right. But yeah, this would let me get there without needing any fuel. I can get there in 2 turns. Bushcraft. While you're on a scrub or mountain space, gain 1 additional success in all tests, but not in combat. Survivalist, 1 extra exploration and repair. No. Your ranged attack, sharpshooter. Your ranged attacks deal 1 additional wound. I mean, that would be nice, but no. I'm going to be out of resources in a minute. You know what? I think I'm taking Lucky Deck. Or maybe the scrub one, even though it'll hardly help at all. Actually, with the scrub going this way, it would be 1, 2, 3, 8. Ooh, going that way, I would just need 1 fuel to get there in 1 turn. Ooh, you know what? Yes. I'm doing that one. But that does require finding some fuel. Okay. I already moved the Red Lord. So now it's the next turn. Johnny Taylor is going to explore first. So he's in desert. He can draw up to 3 of these. Oh, here we go. 1 med, 1 ammo, 1 damage to vehicle. Yes. He has the bike. The bike takes 4 damage before it gets wrecked. Yes, I'll do that. I would like to also have fuel, but that's all right. I got what I needed right away, so next turn I'll already be on my way up there. And I can explore again before I move. Maybe I'll find fuel. Okay, all right. His other action is to visit them, and all he has to do is give them 6 resources. I either get to keep a med or an ammo. So what do I want to keep? I guess I'll keep an ammo. Maybe I can fight something and get something good. There, I gave them 6 resources from meds and ammo, and now they join the alliance. All right, that's 2. I just need them to join the alliance, and all I have to do is get there with the medicine for the queen. Oh no, that isn't 2 yet. I also have to do this one. But this one, this should be pretty easy. It's just going to be get there and don't get knocked out, and then it's an automatic success. Oh, get there, don't get knocked out, and don't fail any rolls. If I do fail 1, well, I'll lose 1 engineer, and then I'll just need 1 success with a white and a green. Not too bad. Well, that'll be a 5 and 6 chance of success. Okay, Johnny is done, so now it's Logan's turn. So he is going to move. Let's see, he has 5 movement because of his special ability and his muscle car. And we said it's 6 to go this way. Or it was 8 to go another way and avoid some of that. Well, it's 7 to go around this. Yeah, I guess he's spending the 1 fuel to go 7. 2 threat tokens isn't too bad, no radiation. Although, 1 radiation, I'm really not worried about that. Maybe I should go through the radiation instead. I don't know. Although a threat token could give me radiation, so no. I'll do 2 threat tokens. I'll be losing a resource and taking 2 wounds or 1 wound. This is a lost resource on either side. Let's see. Highway. Acid rain. Okay, so I'm on this side. If I fail this roll, I will lose 1 of my engineers. Test survival. If you discard your equipped armor, you can ignore all contaminated wounds suffered from this card. Okay. If I fail, I can discard this and then I at least won't take any contaminated wounds. Alright, I need a survival. 2 whites. I need 2 successes. Not a good chance. If I succeed, I get 1 experience. If I fail, I take 2 contaminated wounds for each missing success, although I can discard this to ignore that, but I will lose an engineer. Alright, well, good. Got it, got 3 successes. Alright, that means that this is going to be an automatic success to get them to join. Good. Okay, 1 experience, and then his other action is going to be to have the engineers do this. Well, you know what? I think I was supposed to get an experience point at that as well for succeeding. Same thing on this one. When I succeed there, I'll get an experience point, so he'll be at 2. Oh, I'm supposed to lose a resource. 1 of the meds. Just out of curiosity, if I had lost an engineer, I would have needed 1 success on here. I would have made it. Alright, engineers are gone. That was 82. Let's just make sure it doesn't say anything else. Oh no, gain 2 experience. So he gets to go up to there. And they joined the alliance. Okay. Alright, so he'll get an upgrade, although, whatever. New Cindy joined the alliance, so now, yes, all I have to do is get the meds that Johnny has to here. That's it. Red Lord moves here. Oh, I guess Logan gets an upgrade. What do we have before? Unstoppable, gain 1 exploration. Vehicle gains 2 chassis. Now, reinforced jacket, which helps when negotiating. So does the knife. Actually, he'd be a pretty good negotiator at this point. He gets 1 free success, and he'd be rolling 3 white dice. If you got the reinforced jacket, but I don't really care about that. Ramming, you can deal damage with your vehicle. +1 repair. Don't have enough experience for Jack of all trades and expert driver. Damage your vehicle instead of yourself. No, I don't like any of those. Here, we'll give him an unstoppable. Why not? far is it to here? Because just in case, it might be a good idea to try to get them to meet up. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's only 9 to get there. Oh, he only has 8 movement. That stinks. He can get to here. Okay. Well, it's Johnny's turn, so he has to explore first because he needs fuel. Although, yeah, if I can't find fuel, I could try to pass off the meds to Logan Harris. Although all I have is this turn and next turn. Well, for Logan to get close there, he's going to have to use up fuel. Although he might be able to find some as well. Well, hopefully I can find fuel right now. All right. So, where am I? Desert. Ooh, 1 fuel. 1 med. Break 1 chosen gear card. Ooh, that's enough, right? If I take the fuel and the med. 1 fuel would give him 8 movement, and I think I said it was 8 to get to there because of this. If I go this way, it's 1. Veteran of the Outback. Spend only 1 movement point to enter a scrub space. So 1. And the rest is all highway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, you can get there in 1 turn. I'll pick up 2 radiation and a threat token. Yes, taking this. Break 1 chosen gear card. Well, I only have 1 that isn't broken, so knife's broken. And this is fine, because even if he gets knocked unconscious, which he might, even if he gets knocked unconscious, getting here, that's fine. Next turn he'll wake up and give the queen the meds. And let's see. And really, I mean, I have 3 turns to get there. But I can get there right now. All right, so his other action is to move. He'll spend the fuel, go this route, pick up 2 radiation. Oh wait, he gets to ignore 1 because of his special ability. So he'll pick up 1 radiation and a threat token. And mountains, wasteland card. Jammer. Ooh, bad enemy. Green, red, blue. Yep. Gonna be unconscious. Oh, and an extra white. And threat 1, so 1 more threat token. And already a fate roll, which is relentless. Break the weapon you used in this combat. So I guess destroy the weapon. 4 hit points, ranged attack. I mean, well, I guess I can use the shotgun to try to get the rewards. Not that it really matters. But no matter what, he's going to attack, so. And then I guess that would destroy the shotgun. Well, why not? Okay, 3 wounds and knocked unconscious. Oh, it's only 2 wounds. The jammer only did any damage because of the extra white die that got 2 wounds. Botch, nothing, blank. This, just like this, says break the weapon you used. Okay. And my attack, I got 4. Dead, 2 experience, 1 piece of gear. But since my shotgun was already broken, it's now destroyed. Ah, well, I just found the auto shotgun, which is much better. Although it's currently broken. That's a 2-handed weapon, and I have no ammo, so we'll just put it over here. Oh, that's right. I forgot. This would avoid getting knocked unconscious anyway. Even if the jammer hadn't failed miserably and only dealt 2 wounds. Alright, jammer. See ya. Okay, so I got to Queens Valley with the meds. I'm still conscious, so now I get to read that entry. I forgot what it said. I think it was 121. We'll see if that looks right. The court representatives greet you in the city again. Yeah, that sounds right. Seeing the package. They pat you on the back and throw a party they strangely call a feast. At the very beginning, you sign some documents with tons of seals, apparently guaranteeing that the city joins the alliance against the Red Lord. For you, a firm handshake would be enough, but whatever. Must be a local custom. But the most important thing is that sometime soon an armada of well-armed flyers will attack the warlord's forces. Discard the night tokens from your space. Yeah, remove the meds from the game. Gain 2 more experience. Take the plot token. Ooh, if I still have to fight Red Lord, this would prevent me from getting knocked unconscious. So as long as I could actually defeat him, that's all I'd have to do, because that would help out. Anyway, where are we? Note in the Outback Chronicles that the Queen's Valley joined the Alliance. I have everybody except the Old World Order. I need 3. Now, is this enough? And it says in the plot sheet, if at the end of, if the Grand Alliance, so it says on there I need 3 of the factions to join to form the Grand Alliance. Unless I were playing with 4 knights, then I'd need all 4. So I've formed the Grand Alliance. If at the end of any round, if the Grand Alliance against the Red Lord is formed, see 115. It doesn't say at the end of the round. So I believe I'm supposed to look now. 115. All your actions in the Badlands have led to this fateful moment, the signing of the Grand Alliance, an enormous logistic undertaking the new Australia should be proud of. You take positions around the first bridge along with your allies. You know well it's the only place where you might successfully stop the Red Lord's army and save the remnants of civilization in the east. The allies set up camp on the eastern side of the bridge, while the vanguard and scouts deploy on the battlements on the western side. You notice that skeptical inhabitants of this huge installation set explosive charges around key structural features of the bridge, ready to detonate them in the most desperate hour. Far in the west, you can already see clouds of dust, as well as smoke from the heavy vehicles belching fire and exhaust fumes. The Red Lord is sitting on a giant throne set atop a platform of a huge road train. He's busy giving the last orders before the battle. Check the Outback Chronicles, and the members of the Grand Alliance you manage to persuade depending on the number of knights. I'm playing with 2 to 3 knights, yeah. I picked the one that's everybody except the Old World Order. So New Sydney, Aristoy, and Queens Valley join the Alliance, C110. Hopefully I don't have to fight him, and it happens right now, because, I still had a couple turns to gain some more resources, try to fix the auto shotgun, get some ammo, then I could actually fight him. So let's see, 110. The command of the militia defending the first bridge goes to a charismatic Aristoy soldier who takes a seat on the top of the biggest APC, just like his adversary. Unfortunately, it's more a staff tactician than a field commander, and the lack of veteran advisors such as the OWO officers leads to a number of misguided decisions. Oh, that sounds good. Watching his opponent through the binoculars. He makes symmetrical decisions and sends the first wave of volunteers, sponsored by the merchant cartel. It's a motley crew of badly armed and barely armored, poor and homeless. Equipped with simple tools and rusted melee weapons, they're thrown to defend the western battlements. These marauders and scumbags have but one advantage: numbers. They become a typical cannon fodder, ground by the well-organized and even better equipped Red Lord's forces. Vehicles with HMGs mounted on top, filled with the Sunhound's mercenaries, line up behind them. Equipped with megaphones, they shout motivational slogans and cheap propaganda, encouraging the poor to fight. Their words are underlined by bursts of automatic fire directed at anyone who flees before under the onslaught Well, let's just say anyone who flees before the onslaught of the enemy army. The outcome of this clash can be easily predicted. No one gains any significant advantage, which is good news for the warlord, considering that he has better equipped troops in the reserves. The Aristoid soldier can barely hold his anger. He orders an aerial attack. You see the crews of the flying fortress bomb the warlord's forces. Some of the more zealous defenders cover their mouths with green paint sprayed from characteristic cans, then jump out of the vessels wearing explosive belts. I want to see that. They sow terror and destruction among enemy ranks. Unfortunately, most of the dirigibles and planes are shot down, falling engulfed in flames far on the Red Lord supply trains. Okay, you start to wonder if choosing one of the Aristoi as the general of the Grand Alliance was such a good idea. Though the attacking army has suffered serious losses, your ranks contain barely anyone still capable of putting up a fight. To make matters worse, the inhabitants of the first bridge are getting nervous. They are ready to blow everything up. Yet, the Aristoi soldier keeps the last ace up his sleeve. Watching the road train approach the battlements, he barks his last orders through the radio. Suddenly, from a faraway place beyond the horizon, a comet of fire comes to strike directly at the Red Lord's mobile command center. It kills the general along with his most loyal followers, Praetorians in heavy combat suits resembling the ones worn by the OWO dragoons, but painted red. The attacking army is routed, and you celebrate victory with your allies. However, the Grand Alliance doesn't last long, and life in the Waste returns to its normal day-to-day cruelty. A few months later, Australians forget about the terror of the Red Lord. The Knights win. Resolve all epilogue entries noted in the Outback Chronicles. What epilogue entries? Oh, you know what? Maybe epilogue entries happen if you're using some of the add-on stuff. Where are those cards? Like if you're using the landmark cards, maybe those can add epilogue stuff. Or are these the landmark cards? There are these things you can add into to an adventure, or these might be the landmark cards. For each of the city, there are 3 different cards, and I don't know what they do. Or you can add in this, where you can put in attach gear to your vehicle, put on a turbo injector, a cannon, and so on. So those are all things you can add in to the adventure. Although, it recommended in there that you've played all the adventures first. Well, that you've played an adventure normally before adding in the stuff. And I think 2 of these 3 things are supposed to make it a little easier. One of them makes it a little harder. But they just add other stuff that can happen. Maybe that's what would add epilogue entries. I don't know. No idea. But that could be why, yeah, all the adventures have said to resolve epilogue entries if you have any, and I've never had one. Alright, well that was the Red Lord. Let's see. Took what, 4 tries? Yeah. Just had to find a strategy that worked once I knew what was going on. And yeah, just getting 3 of the Alliance members to join, not too bad. Yeah, I feel like with 3 knights, that would be really easy. You can just have one go to each one. Although you'd need to give them 9 resources here. But whoever goes to this one has 5 or 6 rounds to just sit here exploring until they find enough resources. Or you can try to do it this way. And if you fail, you can still come back here and do resources. There is plenty of time. But yeah, that one's just get some resources. This one is just make sure you get to here from here to here in 1 turn at full health. And then you should be okay. And then, yeah, this one, well, if you're only doing 1 faction each, that one's just go here, go here, go here. Great, no problem. think with 3 knights, even though this one says it's advanced, would be pretty easy. And unless you just get some terrible rolls here and there, should have no problem succeeding with that. All right. So no more adventures that are not... There's still 2 more I haven't played, but those are competitive, so I can't do those by myself. Let's see, what time is it? I guess I could just have an early ending stream. But overall impression, yep, I like this game quite a bit. Somebody said yesterday that they looked, this game was $250. I looked, that was just one person selling their Kickstarter copy on Amazon or something. Even though everybody's been receiving this game already, I got mine like a month ago. Looked like you could still late pledge this on GameFound. They still had that open. I clicked on it, tried to add it to a cart, and looked like you could still get a late pledge. Yeah, it was $105 US. I guess mine's just a little more because I did get an extra set of dice for another, I don't know, $7 or something. But yeah. So, good game. I'm going to play it some more at some point. I don't know if I'll stream it some more, but I'm definitely going to play it some more. Oh, that means tomorrow I need to play something else. I have a couple other things I could play, or I could go back to 7th Continent and do some more of that. I still have some adventures to play with that one. That might be a good idea. For now, I'm just going to finish off my wine. And if I can find my mouse. Waste Knights, good game. Lots of fun. So until tomorrow, до свидания.